Well, fire bans are in place in communities right across the GTA following a lengthy stretch of hot, dry weather and as a large wildfire continues to burn northeast of Toronto. For the details on this, let's take you live now to CP24's Courtney Heels. Courtney, much warmer than when you started out at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, now that we're a little bit later into the morning, Jen, you really feel it. I mean, we've been talking about this heat for several days now. We are still under this heat warning, and it's just so dry and without any rain. I mean, you see it everywhere. Where we are now, Jen, we moved up north to the Richmond Hill area. We're actually just outside of a fire station here. There's also a burn ban that is in place, and I want you to just quickly take a look at the grass. I mean, look how yellow it is. It's actually kind of crunchy when you walk on it. This certainly speaks to how dry it is. This is why there is concern in so many communities. As it stands right now, at least 7 cities are under fire burn bans. That includes Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Peterborough, Oshawa, Aurora, Ajax, Oakesville. Again, the message there is you cannot have an open fire right now. It's just too risky. I want to bring in Chief Rocco Volpe. He's the fire chief for Central York Region, who joins us live this morning. Good morning, Chief. Maybe you could start by telling us what the conditions like are in your community. What are you seeing there?
Hi, Courtney. Good morning. As you just tested for yourself, conditions are the same. It's really hot and dry here in Aurora, Newmarket. Grass is a little bit yellowish in color.
Mm-hmm. And we know this can be really dangerous given how hot it is, how dry it is, and the fact that in the summer people typically do have fires, they go camping, that sort of thing. Do you know of any close calls in your region?
To my knowledge, there hasn't been any close calls, in particular with Newmarket and Aurora. Within neighboring municipalities, there have been your typical grass fires that have occurred, but I believe to the north of us, there was a couple weeks ago a significant grass fire that was quite in size.
Mm-hmm. So tell us about this decision then to implement the fire burn ban. I mean, so many communities are doing this right now.
Yesterday, the fire chiefs in York Region met. We collaboratively discussed the matter, and we all agreed that a fire ban would be in place. That came into effect yesterday evening, just around 4:30. So currently Newmarket and Aurora, who is serviced by Central York Fire Services, is in a fire ban.
Mm-hmm. How much concern is there that what we're seeing in different parts of cottage country could happen in the greater Toronto area? I mean, I can't think of a time off the top of my head when we've seen wildfires this close and also see burn bans come into place as quickly as that has happened in the last really 24 hours or so. How concerned are you that we could see something similar here?
As you mentioned, with the dry conditions that we were experiencing over the last couple of weeks, the concern is quite high just because fire can spread quickly. Although forest fires start mainly in two ways, one from lightning and one from human error, the weather component is hard to manage, obviously, just because we just can't control our weather. But we can be proactive and have an impact on a human component of it, and we're asking residents in Aurora Newmarket to do their part locally to suspend all fires until conditions improve.
Mm-hmm. So on that, what do you want residents to know about the new rules in place?
What I would like the residents of Aurora Newmarket to know is we are on a fire ban. We ask to suspend all recreational fires, although we are allowing barbecues to occur. We ask that you are careful in closing your propane cylinder or shutting off your gas valve. Also, when you're barbecuing, we ask that you're mindful and diligent when you're barbecuing around combustibles. Also, if you are a smoker, we're asking that you discard your cigarettes properly into a metal container. And just before you go to bed, we ask that you just put some water in that container. Anything that you could take steps to be proactive in eliminating a fire to occur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all really important steps, especially given how hot and dry it is right now. Finally, Chief, if somebody breaks the law, does in fact have a fire, say they have some sort of fire in their backyard, that sort of thing, what happens? Are they looking at a fine?
At Central York Fire Services, our first line of defense is we like to educate our residents. So if we're called to a property, we would like to take the opportunity to educate the resident, inform them that we're on a fire ban, and provide some educational material to them. Hopefully, they can extinguish a fire, and we can leave knowing that they're educated. If there is a resident that is an offender that keeps repeating their steps, then there are fines that we have in place that range up to about $600.
Oh, wow. Okay, Chief Rocco Volpe, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, and we'll certainly be in touch because we know this is impacting a lot of people, and we'll have to wait and see when this ban could be lifted.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you. So, Jen, certainly gives you a sense of how serious officials are taking all of this, given how intense the conditions are right now. It is very dry, and we know, a fire can break out very, very quickly and put people in danger. So they're taking a proactive step here in many of our communities. No fires. That also includes someone who has a permit. Those permits no longer work right now because this is across the board for many, many communities. And a lot of this depends also on the weather, when we're finally going to get a good rain in the GTA. We'll wait for that. Over to you.
Yeah, and hopefully that comes sometime today. CP24's Courtney Hills joining us live. Thank you, Courtney.